Hey everyone, and welcome back to the SCREENY. With American Idol being on air for almost 20 years now, it's no surprise there have been some pretty awkward encounters, from auditioners insulting the judges to gifting them with sardines. Today we're counting down American Idol auditions that were incredibly awkward. Before we begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos about your favorite movies and TV shows. Number 7. Michelle SUSSETT. To start off, we have an audition clip from season 16 of American Idol back in 2018. The contestant Michelle SUSSETT came in strong, immediately hitting it off with the judges. From the second she started performing, her passion and confidence showed immediately, and she had quite the voice. This confidence and charisma continued throughout her performance, so much so that she decided to play some music and get the judges to join in. Lionel and Luke immediately get out of their seats and reciprocate Michelle's energy, and Katy Perry waited a few seconds before getting into it. This is where things take an unexpected turn and the atmosphere completely changes. You see, Katy and Michelle were really getting into it, but what they were forgetting is that Katy was wearing high heels with an incredibly short dress. I think we all know where this is going. I'll say no more, just watch the clip. Should I really elaborate on what just happened? I mean, come on. This has got to be one of the most hilariously awkward moments on the show. What was Katy thinking dropping that low dressed like that? The funniest part about all of this is that no one on the production team steps in to help, leaving Luke and Lionel to help Katy up. This was another awkward moment in itself. Even though Katy was completely exposed, you have to give her props for making a joke out of the entire situation and having a laugh.
You all right?
I'm the best dancer ever.
Luke and Lionel end up saying this after the whole ordeal.
Some things you have to do for the business.
There are things a man can't unsee.
All the judges loved Michelle's energy and passion, and she received 3 yeses and got her ticket to Hollywood. While she didn't win the competition, her American Idol performances went reasonably viral on YouTube, and so she now has a fairly large Instagram following. On her page, she posts updates on her life, and as of 2020, it seems as though she has been taking on acting roles in musical performances in Miami. Number 6. ELIZA CATASTROPHE. Here's an audition from the newest season of American Idol from late February 2020. The auditioner ELIZA immediately starts things off, giving the judges gifts after her introduction. I'd say that's a pretty good way to make a first impression, right? The thing about this deed is that she decided to gift the judges with sardines. Yes, sardines the fish. Although gifting the judges canned food isn't exactly the key to their hearts, they didn't take the awkward gesture too seriously, and Luke decided to turn it into a funny segment.
Oh, do not open those sardines. I can't. Yeah.
With this weird introduction aside, ELIZA began her performance singing an original song written by herself. You'd think this would be the part that impresses the judges, but the song premise is what made this whole audition even more weird. She wrote and performed a song dedicated to sardines.
Sardines, 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 they live in a can, oh man, in a can.
The judges' facial expressions are everything. I mean, come on. You have Katy, who is absolutely shocked, Lionel, who is unquestionably confused, and Luke, who is low-key jamming to the tune. I mean, come on. With lyrics such as, "If fishes were fishes, we'd all be doing dishes." Katy and Lionel had every right to view the performance with such shock. The woman's performance was so unusual that the judges were left feeling awkward and uncomfortable. However, Luke being Luke quickly changed the atmosphere by having a laugh and embracing the awkwardness.
Sardines, sardines, sardines,
Are you gonna say that all day today?
All 3 judges denied ELIZA's performance to progress to the finals. However, they all complimented ELIZA's unique style of performance, with Katy saying this.
ELIZA, you're a character, and you make us laugh, It's not right for American Idol.
But you guys like me as a person, and you
Yeah,
think
duh.
Heck yeah.
Despite the compliments, it's clear the 3 no's got to ELIZA, so she decided to ask the judges if they like her as a person. And they all said yeah, but maybe the most awkward moments on American Idol happened when she asked this.
Would you ever want to hang out socially? Okay.
That truly hurts to watch. ELIZA said in her final interview that it was probably the sardines that ruined her chances. Number 5. TORY TEASLEY. This audition was a fun one. TORY TEASLEY steps on stage and appears to be a unique character right off the bat.
I'm TORY TEASLEY, and my middle name is Nicholas, so if you put the initials together, it's TNT, and I'm 5. I don't know why I made it.
TORY's quirkiness rubbed off on the judges the right way, as everyone in the beginning was having a fun time. Without even addressing his outfit, who he is, or the song he's going to be singing, he gets right into performing. This would be a great strategy if he wasn't singing the uncensored version of Forget You by CeeLo Green.
I see you driving round town with the boy I love, and I'm like, you.
Can you believe it? Sure, the ordeal was hilarious, but that's definitely not the way to go about your audition on American Idol.
I'm like, you and a city.
Despite the song's premise, the audition was a good laugh, and the awkwardness was so great that Luke fell out of his chair. Number 4. Francisco Martin 2020.
I go to College of San Mateo in California.
All right, one more time.
Here's a young man who would have absolutely bombed his American Idol audition if it weren't for his incredible talent. You see, Francisco was extremely nervous throughout his entire audition process, causing him to be extremely awkward at times. However, this awkwardness wasn't anything that made others feel uncomfortable. Instead, it was received as heartwarming and cute. Throughout the pre-audition interviews, Francisco stutters non-stop and his anxious tendencies seen in his facial expression. But it wasn't till the stage where things got extreme.
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Little bit, my ass.
You
excited to be here.
You gotta calm down.
Lionel and Richie immediately got up and hugged Francisco in the hopes of him calming down. However, he was still struggling with nerves.
I'm excited to be here. Grateful.
All right.
That's why. Thank you. Thank you
That
guys.
calm you down at all?
Yeah, calm me down.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
so much.
Thankfully for Martin, his talent overthrew his awkward energy completely, with his guitar and vocal performance blowing the judges away.
Yeah.
Great.
Come on.
After his incredible audition, all the judges expressed their love for his performance, and yet he's still acting extremely nervous.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah.
What a great trick you just did. I love the way you set us up. I'm a little afraid, I'm a little timid, I'm not quite sure. Pow!
Number 3. Julie. This has got to be one of the most awkward auditions ever seen on the show.
What normally happens when you perform in public?
Depends. I mean, I sang with George Clinton and they liked it there.
I don't think I've ever seen someone so lazy on national television. This is Julie's first impression to stardom, and she spends it so unenthused about the biggest moment of her life. Her performance was lackluster, and when asked about it, she had this to say.
Why do you think you didn't get along with those guys?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know, whatever reason.
And on that note, I'm going home.
Number 2. Sarah. We all have seen those vintage American Idol clips where the auditioners are extremely wacky and do all sorts of crazy stuff. But Sarah for sure tops the list of those who came onto the show absolutely nuts. She sings a song for the judges, and the first thing they ask her is this.
Do you, in your heart, really think you can sing?
Nah.
Okay, that's
That
really
was honest. Good.
This adult woman went onto a singing show only to say she doesn't sing. Of course, the judges asked her why she would come onto the show in the first place, and this is what she had to say.
Even if I don't sing, I can be the next American Idol.
Why?
You can teach me how to sing.
Huh?
I think you don't have to sing to be an American Idol.
The worst part about all of this is that Sarah starts crying. Now the judges are now in an extremely awkward situation where they're dealing with someone who is breaking down, but they just want her off the stage.
You entered a singing competition and you don't sing, so what do you think we're gonna say?
We have to move on.
We have to move on.
Carol, yes or no?
Well, no.
Number 1. Ian. Here we have another absolutely crazy auditioner, Ian, a self-proclaimed superstar who entered American Idol in hopes of becoming a famous performer and celebrity.
3 syllables, Hollywood. Like, it's not that hard.
As everyone expected, Ian's audition was straight awful. The performance was so bad it left the judges speechless, with Randy saying this.
Oh, God, dude, I don't even know what to say.
Thank you.
Didn't mean it that way, but...
Simon Cowell jumped straight to what he does best, being completely honest and harsh, stating that the audition was absolutely rubbish. Things get real awkward when Ian claps back with his own comebacks.
Who are you?
Do it outside.
As a tax-paying American in my country, I want to see your working visa because I don't think you're legally allowed to be.
Ian.
Luckily, security rushed Ian out the moment he started yelling at the judges. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on your favorite TV shows, and tap one of the 2 videos on screen for another amazing video.